So this is the setup that we are having at Mandati Open. So my pre-market bias is more or less towards us continuing the move lower. This is a daily fair value gap that we are inversing on the move from the opposite side of from the buying side. Let me show you on the one way. The day. So this is what we are seeing on the daily. So this is the inversion fair value gap that we are having. So what I'm expecting is that this fair value gap will hold today, and we are going to be moving lower. And you can see we also closed below this fair value gap, which is now an order block, and which is supposed to be respected if we are going higher. So this was supposed to be a propulsion block. As you can see, we had some slowdown when we got to it. So now, as I can see, I think we are going to just run through and continue lower probably. Let me see if there's correlation on anything with ES. So let's see what ES has been doing. ES has been making a higher highs. We took off the pre-market highs, so that's one thing I should note here. So let's go down to the 1 minute. The pre-market usually starts from 7, so from 7 to 9:30, so that's what I classify as a pre-market. So this is my buy side, and we took that out. Buy side, and then pre-market sell side from 7 a.m. pre-market sell side. So we can see sell side. And see what we just did. We just took that out, formed SMT with Nasdaq. As you can see, we did not take out the highs, and we are really diving on Nasdaq. So this SMT confirmed the move lower today. So the high above 930 is a projected high. So a move back into an area of support would be a good sell opportunity SMT, because you can see the 7 a.m. high and the 930. So that's where the SMT formed, and we're also forming another SMT with SPX, which is the stronger pair. So this is like the play that we had yesterday in May. Actually, if we see a close above here, we may respect this. Yeah, that's not happening. So we took out pre-market sell side. We did. We had already. So we're marking out the SMT. So it's 7 a.m. highs. So the highs are in, I guess. Not money to wrap. So there's no SMT at the low, so you can take a trade because you don't have a place to place the stops. You can check yesterday's video to see how we maneuvered. By the way, it was a very nice ping pong trading. So let's wait and see. So we're having the retest. We have SMT at the highs. Probably SMT at the low. Probably. Yeah. But if I was buying, I'd rather take SPX for a ride higher. So we are respecting this fair value gap quite well. I think I'm going to delete the daily because you can see the overlap is too much for now. So we are respecting that bearish fair value gap, depending on how we close. But that is a strong close if we close in that region. And for those who want to be trading the 930 open, you really want the first 5 minutes to close, because that's enough, and it will give you enough to be able to work with. So just let the first 5 minutes play out first. Just do what you have to do, but don't trade before the first 5 minutes closes. Same as yesterday, you can see that the first 5 minutes has broken several structures. 1, 2, 3, 4. We may find some support here, but I would just want to see a retest of somewhere here. Plus this 5, we're just going. That 5 minute candle did not have our candle week. So we are getting a very strong push lower on the other hand. I'd like to see internal SMT at this. Yeah, there is it. So there's internal SMT showing that fair value gap. We didn't sweep the high on ES, but we swept the high on Nasdaq. So this is the same fair value gap that we have marked here. You can see we swept this low, 931. SPX 931 we didn't sweep, so there's confirmation of SMT here. We didn't take out the high, and we took out the high on ES. So let's see if we'll respect that. We're respecting it here. So I may look to take a stab lower. Oops. So when I enter on my account on MetaTrader, I'll also enter here. That confirms the break. So I'm going to go later, a bit later, heavily later. So I'm going to go with the 1. We retested the high. Formation of that week, we should be accumulating sell orders there. My stop loss at this SMT high. Trade actually. That's why I took a pause. My target was a monthly open. I'm seeing some high resistance, possibly because we failed to take out any level of liquidity. Yeah, the pre-market we did, but it's not that convincing over liquidity level. So let's wait and see. Took the risk, I reduced the risk heavily, so I have to alert if it goes my way, that is. We may be accumulating on the other hand. So it's 1 to roughly 1 to 2.78 to the monthly open. Yeah, I'm not convinced. Did we have SMT at the lows? Yeah, we did have SMT, and we are taking pre-markets inside. Let me give it time. Maybe it wasn't our time. Oh, there we go. I didn't even connect that. SPX moving low was good for Nasdaq. I hope yes, that is not moving. Yeah, we're kinda consolidating, so that means that we may push lower. I've been seeing is that it gives some very clean setups of late. So and especially when Nasdaq is consolidating, I find it to be a very good pair to look at. I like the way it's falling because that means most probably all indices are falling probably. Yeah, there we go. But there's a lot of volatility here. Yes, so for me to move my stop to break even, I want to see two levels of structure form. Something like if we have a sweep of liquidity, and then I have my entry. Okay, let me just draw the structure first. I'd want my stop to be like two forms of structure away from like where price is currently trading. So if I entered my trade, let's I'll just revert this. So if I entered a trade, let's say this is the entry, the blue line, let's say the blue line is entry. If I entered my trade, it moved on, closed higher, I'd be okay with moving my stop to break even. Yeah, that's what I was looking for. I'd be okay with moving my stop to break even. Why? Because there are two structures of price action that should not be broken through. So for price to get to a break even, it will be invalidated how many times? It has to come and break through this and also break through this. So by the time it gets to your break even or your stop, it has thoroughly proven to you that it is not going in your direction. That's a really not good. That's not a good one. I don't like the way it has. See, structure and then like this. I'd really not want that to go about that. Yeah, this is not looking good. Let me look at the 5 minute. No, don't like it. And we have something. Yeah, we do. The SMT is still present, but SMT on both sides. We have both sided SMT. Keeping that in mind, because we have SMT at the lows because Nasdaq swept the low of the AM session of London and ES didn't, and at the same time we have this. But I'm bearish on Nasdaq, so I'm looking for only sell opportunities. So what I was saying is you need two PD arrays between your stop and your take profit, between your stop and where price is currently. As long as you have that, I have seen that it proves to be a very good level, good stop placement. Stop placement used to really have an issue with me in the early times of my I'm only in trading actually, like strong. Let's say I learned about trading around in 2022 roughly. So that was the first time I interacted with the charts. So now for this example, my stop is well placed. Why? We have one order block which has been respected, which is being respected. So for me to move my stop to break even, I will need, I can also look at the fair value gap that may form here. We need 2 PD arrays to form so that I can be able to move it. And I like how aggressively it is moving. It's like this strong liquidity is just like perfect. So yeah, that fair value gap is going to hold, so we just we might as well also expect this order block to hold and that fair value gap now. So where are you? So I expect those 2 PD arrays to hold. So my stop is well placed above one PD array, which is an order block, and a fair value gap. Why is it there? I expect if price breaks this order block and goes higher, and also breaks this fair value gap and goes higher, it will be already invalidating my trade. So I don't want to be out after such a situation. So how many points was this? This is a 100-point move roughly. I can pressure. Ticks 9.4. 94 ticks. So the trade is quite clean, I'd say. Should actually look at the correlation that's going on with SPX. It's also going to break the SMT that was formed, so we have had a very sharp move low. This is actually quite good of a trade. I think my TP just got smashed. W guys, W day. So now we can do this. Why? There are 2 fair value gaps following. So risk management 101. My stop is above 2 PD arrays. I take profit. So close. So close. Definitely may have a ride to go with it high. It's not impossible for that actually, because we'll have delivered for the day, and I'm not expecting a run-up day. I don't expect us to move that much today. The daily range may be small. I may be wrong, but I may also be right. Yeah, I wish I could just buy half. Can I? Oh wait, so respect on this favorite. Oh wait, I didn't remember to do this. So this is another PD array that was formed. So I can move my stop to 2 PD arrays. So now that's my stop. Okay, let's go full screen. Actually, I prefer it this way. Let me take a screenshot. Good. And use you for later. Oh fucking hell, man. Let me take that off. Oh, nice. Half off. I don't think it's possible. W 95 hits.